New Year's Eve, Angel Reese posted a video on Instagram where she claimed to be clapping back at the haters. Grow up.
One of the biggest shocks, Angel Reese just dropped details about her so-called insane, unrivaled league contract, and the internet is in shambles. Shocked, please. Angel Reese betraying the WNBA, the league that helped build her career, just to chase a bigger paycheck.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of.
Loyalty isn't exactly her strong suit. First, she slams the WNBA for her low salary, and now she's running off to a barely established league because they're dangling more cash in front of her morals. Never heard of them.
Angel Reese, like Rakia Jackson, it seems like there's really an emphasis for this younger generation.
Reese doesn't care about the sport or its growth. She's in it for the attention, the clout, and the headlines. And speaking of headlines, her latest stunt, a wedding announcement, was just a pitiful attempt to keep her name trending. Congrats, Angel, you've officially made a career out of drama. Too bad it's not basketball anyone's talking about anymore.
Box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
And the best part, just when you thought her ego couldn't get any bigger, she drops a game-changing announcement about a wedding and a new uniform because apparently playing basketball wasn't giving her enough attention.
Check it out for yourself. Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is viewed the way she is? Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is not taken seriously? You know what I think this is? This is a desperate cry for attention.
10 days before the launch of the unrivaled league, and here she is pulling out every trick in the book to make sure she stays in the headlines. Honestly, does this woman even know how to just play the sport without turning everything into a spectacle? It's like she's running a masterclass in self-promotion disguised as a basketball career. Bravo, Angel, truly groundbreaking stuff if you're grading on a curve for desperation.
Marketable because the way you present yourself. Oh, look at me, I'm hot girl summer, high, turn that girl, turn. Like, go sit your ass down. People are only looking at you because you're competing with Caitlyn. If there's a game, they're showing up for Caitlyn, not for you. Focus on your game. That's what you need to do.
Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about her big contract or some league-shaking achievement. This is about Angel Reese doing what Angel Reese does best, hogging the spotlight and hoping nobody notices that it's not really earned. Sure, the unrivaled league is cutting her a fat paycheck, far more than most WNBA players could ever hope to see. But let's ask the uncomfortable question, is she worth it? The league is throwing around numbers like $222,000 average salaries, but Reese, she's cashing in way beyond that, not because she's the best, but because she's the loudest. She's riding the coattails of her Rose Basketball Club squad mates Kalia Copper and Chelsea Gray, actual basketball players who let their skills do the talking. Rays, she's the one yelling, look at me, from the sidelines. And don't even get me started on how she slid into this position. Let's call it what it is, luck. Caitlin Clark, the real star everyone wanted, decided the unrivaled league wasn't worth her time. That left a gaping hole at the top, and Reese swooped in like a vulture. No competition, no comparisons, no problem. Reese isn't standing tall because she's towering over anyone. She's standing alone because the actual talent opted out.
You wanna know why? Because she got that MJ mentality. She in there training non-stop. That's why she busting threes out. Meanwhile, you on.
And while Clark is out there rewriting the narrative of women's basketball, Reese is busy writing Instagram captions. It's like handing out an MVP award at a game no one else bothered to play. Now about this unrivaled league, a 9v3v3 format with round-robin playoffs. Translation, a dumbed-down version of basketball tailor-made for someone like Reese to avoid scrutiny. It's shorter, less demanding, and perfect for her to shine, just enough to stay relevant without breaking a sweat. The league's flashy pay structure is making headlines, sure, but Rhea's out here acting like she's revolutionizing the sport. She's just benefiting from a setup that lets her look good while doing less. Call it what it is, a participation trophy disguised as progress.
What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was like, when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool, like, the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool, I can just hoop. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh.
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things.
Here's the reality. And let's not ignore the giant Caitlin Clark-shaped hole in all of this. Clark's absence isn't just noticeable, it's glaring. She's the player breaking attendance records, setting the sport on fire, and making basketball exciting again. Meanwhile, Reese is left to soak up whatever residual spotlight she can find. Clark doesn't need controversy or social media stunts to stay relevant. Reese, that's her entire playbook. Without Clark, Reese has no one to measure up against, and she's thriving in that vacuum. But let's not pretend it's because of her talent. It's because the one player who could overshadow her chose not to show up.
They're not even close talent-wise, though. Let's keep it real, right? It's obvious she's jealous of Caitlin. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlin. I haven't yet to see Caitlin even respond to her yet. When we talk about, like, Angel saying that she had a part of it, I get what she's saying, but she seeked that attention, right? And then we did all this. That wasn't into that team.
Angel Reese's New Year's Eve antics were the textbook definition of attention-seeking. While the rest of the world was celebrating, she was busy crafting another look at me moment with an Instagram post flaunting her shiny new unrivaled league uniform. Oh, and she threw in some mockery aimed at her critics for good measure. Sure, the post got millions of impressions, but let's not confuse vanity metrics with actual impact. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's 62 rookie records are still the real talk of basketball. Reese might be chasing likes, but Clark is out here breaking records and rewriting the game. One's trending on Instagram, the other's dominating history books. Guess which one matters more? And just when you thought Reese might take a break, she hit Snapchat with a viral wedding prediction. Was it heartfelt, or was it another calculated move to keep her name buzzing? Let's be real, everything Reese does screams look at me rather than contributing anything meaningful to women's basketball. Critics couldn't be more right when they say she spends more time perfecting her social media presence than improving her skills on the court. Reese thrives on drama, playing the victim online while her actual game remains inconsistent. At best, sure, she set a WNBA record with 15 straight double-doubles. Impressive, right? Not when you compare it to Caitlin Clark, whose transformative influence elevated not just her team, but the entire league. Reese has stats, Clark has legacy.
But we just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin.
Speaking of Caitlin Clark, let's break it down. Clark isn't just a basketball player, she's an economic phenomenon. Her rookie season alone pumped $36 million into the Indianapolis economy. And while Reese's busy curated her next viral post, Clark's rookie year drove a 500% spike in WNBA merchandise sales. That's not just impressive, it's revolutionary. Reese couldn't dream of reaching this level of influence because she's too preoccupied with clout chasing. Clark is redefining the sport. Reese is busy planning Instagram-worthy moments. One builds a dynasty, the other builds a feed.
Most of her attention she's getting, she's earned from outside of the game. When I watch her play, I mean, does that look special? You think people are coming to attendance to see some rebounds? Cool. So 11 points per game, that's the 5th highest on her team. Well, that's cool. So when we look at the attendance, like who's really watching the games, right? She said Angel's team, right, in Chicago. And their attendance, 6,000, 6,000, 12,000, 9,000, 8,000, 8,000, and then 17,000. Whoa, why was it 17,000? Who she played? Who think she played? Caitlin Clark.
Then there are the attendance figures. Caitlin Clark pulls in a jaw-dropping 177,000 fans to her games. Angel Reese, she's scraping by with 6,000 to 12,000 attendees. The numbers don't lie. Clark's presence fills stadiums and energizes communities. Reese, on the other hand, benefits from Clark's absence in the unrivaled league. Without Clark in the mix, Reese gets to enjoy a spotlight she'd never hold otherwise. It's not skill or talent putting her there, it's the lack of competition. She's not leading the charge, she's just filling a void. That's not dominance, that's circumstantial luck.
Check it out for yourself. Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is viewed the way she is? Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is not taken seriously? You know what I think this is? This is a desperate cry for attention.
Now, let's dissect Angel Reese's so-called role in women's basketball. Is she really a trailblazer or just really good at making headlines? The unrivaled league is hyped as a fresh, bold chapter in the sport, but it seems tailor-made for someone like Reese to coast through a 9v3v3 format with round-robin playoffs conveniently. Less demanding than a full season, it's perfect for Reese to avoid scrutiny while still looking like she's making waves. Meanwhile, Clark's absence looms large. She's the real game changer, the one who drives the sport forward. Reese is just riding the wave of controversy, doing the bare minimum to keep her name in the news.
That skinny white girl was the best thing that ever happened to the WNBA. She's already the most exciting and entertaining player in the league, the entire league, the one you can't take your eyes off of.